This is Lois Kofi. Super excited to be talking to you guys today about sponsorship opportunity, partnering with me in my healthy and wealthy and wise movement. I'm a professional speaker, transformational coach, mental, physical, spiritual, and health wellness advocate, as well as a plant medicine advocate as we're heading into this new earth that's being birthed right now after the pandemic. There's been so much shift, so much change, so much more external pressure with the banking systems falling apart, and a lot of people still struggling with a lot of COVID, post-COVID symptoms. Just wanted to really be a light in the world. And my podcast has been going now for well over 2.5 years. I'm going to share some stats with you as a possible partner. I'm very transparent with what I have created, this amazing asset in my podcast that I launched in July of 2020. And I quickly monetized it to 6 figures. And I never actually had sponsors. I just did it the old fashioned way through word of mouth, lead generation. And since then, I've amassed over 30,000 downloads, over 250 episodes at the time of this recording. And now I really want to be able to partner with people who are like-minded, who are spiritually awakening themselves, really wanting to help people be inspired to live their best health, their best wealth, as well as learning how to trust their best innate wisdom, that higher wisdom, that super conscious creation wisdom that is within. A lot of us had been programmed for now centuries, actually thousands of years, our ancestors as well, to look outside of ourselves for our results. And I'm going to share some compelling reasons as to why trusting yourself now more than ever and connecting with your higher self or your super conscious, your intuition, or whatever you call it, the divine within, is critical for your health, mentally, physically, and spiritually, as well as your finances, as well as your relationships. I've coached over 10,000 people in health and wellness, fitness, cleanses, detoxes, and then another 10,000 people in sales goals, business, 12-week year. I've run the whole gamut. And I actually chose to close my sales coaching business to go focus on what is really highly my passion, but also really sorely needed out there in the world today. So I'm going to share with you my vision. I'm going to share with you some stats and invite you to email me if you are interested in becoming a sponsor or a partner with Healthy and Wealthy and Wise and my movement. So this is my vision. My vision is to help 1,000 people this year alone be and become super conscious creators of their best health, their best wealth, and their best wisdom. So ultimately, just letting you know that that's just 2023. Beyond that, I want to help way more, eventually millions of people. I'm just barely scratching the surface with 1,000, but I also want to start and build smart. And these would be actually paid subscribers as part of my Healthy and Wealthy and Wise subscription. So I covet sponsors. I want sponsors and partners to help me get the word out, to help with paid ad spending, as well as to be able to put on other live in-person events, retreats, and things of that nature to, again, truly help people go within, because as within, so without. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We're headed into the age of Aquarius this month. At the time of this recording, depending on who you listen to, this is a time where every 2,000 years or so, the earth moves into a new zodiac sign. So we're heading out of the Piscean age into the age of Aquarius. So it's going to be a huge awakening period. It's already been that for me. I've been spending the past 2 years on my healing journey, a lot of shadow work, a lot of gifts are coming online just to kind of highlight. This will have an effect on everyone. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are going to think they're going crazy if they don't have some support that I can offer. It's all about the dawn of enlightenment and spiritual reawakening. Healers are becoming extra powerful. I've seen it with my health, myself, my husband, and a lot of other friends in the healing space. More people are uncovering psychic gifts and developing, and actually it's kind of scary if you don't have help with that. People are wanting to earn a living in a meaningful way. That's the wealthy part of Healthy and Wealthy and Wise. People are wanting to have a true meaning in their career, not just make money for the sake of making money. People are less willing to compromise in love. So we're going to help people with their relationships. First, that starts with your own self-love and your relationship with yourself. And then it shows up out in the world. It's more difficult to conform. People are wanting to find a way to live that allows their uniqueness to shine. So we're here to help you shine your uniqueness light. And I do believe every single one of you, everyone that's drawing breath on this planet, has something unique to offer to the world. So I'm looking for sponsors that want to be at the forefront of my movement and help make an impact. So we're experiencing a mental health crisis, and suicide is on the rise. I've also partnered with a nonprofit called Mindology that's focused on online and in-person wellness for mental health and suicide prevention. Many people are waking up to their truth, hence the Great Resignation and what I just shared with you about the age of Aquarius happening. And they need help kind of sorting and sifting through all this information that's coming at them. More people are feeling this massive spiritual awakening, and people are focusing more and more on their health, especially since the pandemic. So what I'd like to do, as I continue to share with you the importance of what I'm creating, I want to share with you some stats, because I know, as they say, facts tell, stories sell. So first, I'll show you my back office and what's happening inside of the Healthy and Wealthy and Wise podcast dashboard. So I use a system called Podbean. And again, I've been using it for 2.5 years now. So you can see I have 264 episodes. But if you go to my dashboard, this is where the numbers are really, really profound. I have over almost 31,000 downloads. The other stats, 1,300 in the last 30 days, 773 in the last 7 days, 6 downloads just yesterday. So that says a lot, especially since I've done 0 advertising, 0 ad spend. It's simply just word of mouth. Then I'll show you a couple of other assets that you will also be able to be a part of. And I'll share with you again what's all included in my lowest level sponsorship. So here is my YouTube channel, and it's actually really impressive. Again, I'm not spending any money yet. You can help me do that. I have almost 1,100 subscribers. And I have a lot of people who are starting to tune in. Just in this past week, you'll see I get a range of anywhere from 10 to 30 views, but all of a sudden, based on talking about exactly what I'm talking to you about, the age of Aquarius and this ascension process, 179 views, 423 views. So, and again, over 1,000 subscribers. So now that I'm over 1,000, I have the ability to actually do ads and do a lot more effective lead generation on YouTube. So as a sponsor, as a partner, you're going to be helping me get a lot more access and a lot more eyeballs as well into all of these different channels. And then, of course, you will be seen and heard and paid as a visible sponsor and a visible partner. Now, my last asset that I can show you easily, and then I'll tell you about my email list. This is my Facebook community. I currently have, let's see here, almost 1,200 members, and there are people joining almost on a weekly basis. So that's my Healthy and Wealthy and Wise podcast community. And right now, as of today, it's growing. My email list is roughly 4,000 people. And keep in mind, I think this is really important. In fact, I wasn't planning on this, but I'm going to show you my email open rate. Okay. Because it's one thing to have a big email list, right? But it's also another to have really good open rates and click-through rates. So again, being fully transparent, these are my open rates. And so I'm not going to talk about these because these are paid clients right here, but this was a free webinar, 37.8%, 0.9% click-through, which is both are way above average. Most people are really happy if they get a 20% open rate and a 0.1 to 0.3% click-through. Here's a 42%. 43, 41. I've got, this one's actually 57%, 66%, 47%, 52%, 39%, I'm only trying to show you the non-paid, but you can even see with the paid members, I'm getting huge open rates. Again, another 36%, another 32%, another 40%. And again, click through 2.6, 0.2, 0.2, 0.6. Those are some really, really serious numbers. So I'm not playing small, and I'm just getting warmed up. If you know anything about me in my past as a sales leader for many companies, as well as monetizing my podcast to multiple six figures during a pandemic, I say that with humility and just really strongly ask you to consider this partnership. I'll show you the base sponsorship. I have other options. I also have exclusive sponsorships. If you want to be the only financial person, I have exclusivity as an option. Although right now, my game plan is to focus on the $500 variety. So that's what I'm talking about here in this free just kind of like info session. But again, there's higher options and exclusive options. So just remember that. So for a $500 a month commitment, and I am asking a 3-month minimum start, nothing less than that, because as you know, marketing takes time, partnerships take time, and I'm a big fan of starting with a 3-month minimum. So included, you'll appear as a guest on the show the first month and be a repeat guest throughout the year as you stay beyond the 3 months. You'll get to choose a guest, a fellow guest, maybe a coworker, a client who has a glowing testimonial about you, and you can attend that recording as well. In month 2 or month 3, we'll have that. A personal thank you ad video from myself airing 2 episodes a month, and I average about 8 to 10 episodes a month, sometimes more. A 60-second sponsorship of your product or service that'll be shown once a quarter, so once in that first 3 months. And keep in mind, these are on repurposed podcasts and YouTube videos, right? So they'll be in perpetuity. They'll always be there, regardless of if you're an active sponsor. And of course, 1 email about your offerings to my list every other month. And that's why I showed you all the data and the stats of the downloads, as well as the size of my email list and the open rate. Having been a lead generation and sales specialist, I am all about numbers and strategy. There's a lot of people, a lot of podcasters who are willy-nilly and don't necessarily know how this all works. So I'm here to showcase that I'm serious, I'm intentional, and I'm very strategic. Last but not least, if you choose to partner with me, go ahead. First of all, email me. Let's set up a time to discuss this opportunity. But then also, just know I'll drop this link in the comments section as well. But this is the page where you would actually sign up, becoming not a patron, although there's plenty of opportunities there to become a sponsor. It's this bottom one right here, where it talks about $500 or more per month. And we can, again, of course, talk about what does that or more look like. So I hope that this was informational, inspirational. You can email me, Lois@loiscoffey.com, to schedule up a consultation. Please share this with someone that you know that has a business that would be in alignment. Could be a health and wellness business, could be a financial services business, could be a spiritual business, could even be someone in the psychedelic plant medicine realm. I'm super excited to partner with amazing, like-minded, super conscious creators like myself. Until next time, guys, here's to your best health, your best wealth.